Do you ever have those days where your brain just feels like it's stuck in mud? You know, that afternoon fog rolls in, you can't seem to focus, and you probably reach for another coffee, right? But what if the fix wasn't more caffeine, but something way simpler? We're about to dive into the truly fascinating and honestly pretty shocking link between the water you drink and how fast you can actually think. Okay, here it is. This is the statistic that changes the whole game. A tiny, almost unnoticeable 1% drop in your body's hydration can lead to a massive 12% drop in your thinking speed. Yeah, you heard me right, just 1%. That's not a typo. It is a serious wake-up call.
So how on earth can a change that small cause such a huge problem? We're calling this the 1% problem, and it's really all about understanding the massive impact this tiny deficit has on your brain's ability to perform. I mean, really think about what 1% means. It's so small, you probably don't even feel thirsty yet. But that right there, that's the tipping point. That's where your brain starts to slow down. It just shows you how incredibly small the margin for error is when we're talking about peak mental performance.
And get this, it's not just a feeling of being a little off. Something physical is actually happening inside your head. The research shows that even this mild level of dehydration can cause your brain tissue to literally shrink, to pull away from your skull for a bit. It's a real, physical sign that your brain is thirsty.
So what's the science here? Why is water so absolutely crucial for your brain to fire on all cylinders? Let's take a look at what's going on with a thirsty mind.
Well, here's the big reason why. Your brain, the command center for your entire body, isn't some solid chunk of tissue. It's about 75% water. Water is the medium for everything. Every single electrical impulse, every chemical signal, it all has to travel through that water. So when the water level drops, the entire system just gets sluggish.
And when that water level does drop, the fallout is immediate and widespread. Your neurons, the messengers in your brain, they just start firing more slowly. Trying to pull up a memory feels fuzzy, like you're wading through fog. Your ability to focus on one thing, it pretty much collapses. And it doesn't stop there. Your reaction time gets slower, your ability to solve complex problems takes a nosedive, and on top of all that, your body's stress levels actually start to go up.
So this brings up a really important question. Could this be happening to you right now and you just don't know it? Let's talk about how to spot some of the sneaky, everyday symptoms of dehydration. So as we go through this list, just be honest with yourself. Do any of these sound a little too familiar? You know that feeling of exhaustion that hits you mid-afternoon? Or when you're staring at your computer but you just can't focus? What about that sudden, powerful craving for something sweet? We always blame that stuff on being tired or needing sugar. But here's the thing. It might not be fatigue. It might just be your brain crying out for water.
Okay, so the good news in all of this is that the fix is incredibly simple. You don't need anything fancy. Here is a super practical action plan to get your brain back up to full speed. Let's call it the hydration formula.
And this is it. It's a simple 3-step routine. Number 1, a glass of water right when you wake up. You gotta rehydrate after a long night's sleep. Number 2, set a little reminder on your phone or your watch and have a glass of water about every 2 hours. And finally, number 3, think of this as your cognitive pre-workout. Before you sit down to do anything that needs real focus, have a glass of water.
In fact, you know what? Let's not even wait. Let's do a little mini challenge. If you have some water nearby, grab it. Go ahead, take a sip, right now. Let's just test this out in real time.
All right, now just pause for a second. Pay attention. Can you feel that? That little subtle shift, that feeling of your brain just kind of waking up a little bit? That's the power we're talking about. It's immediate.
So, let's just lock in the single most important takeaway from all of this. It all comes down to a very simple idea. Hydrate to think faster.
There's a quote from the source material that just says it all perfectly. Water is the simplest brain booster you'll ever use. It's not some complicated biohack, it's just a fundamental biological need. Keep your brain hydrated, keep your mind sharp.
This is the bottom line. It's that simple. If you want a brain that is faster, clearer, and more resilient, the very first and most powerful step you can take is just to drink enough water. So I'll just leave you with this one question. Forget all the complex supplements and expensive programs. What is the single easiest way you are going to upgrade your brain, starting today? The answer is probably sitting right in front of you.